Can you spot reduce fat? That's exactly what we're talking about in this live video, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Now, there's a lot of myths and truths behind burning fat and reducing your body fat, but can you actually spot reduce? That's what we're talking about. What's up, guys? My name is Max, owner of Max's Best Bootcamp, and I've helped thousands of clients get into awesome shape, and we use tried and true methods. And so I'm gonna break down exactly what we found that works and what doesn't. The very first thing that we're gonna go over is waist trimmers. You know, there's a company called, I think, Sweet Sweat, or there's a whole bunch of these like wraps, and you just like wrap this stuff around your waist, and you know, people are swearing that it works, but the thing is, you may find that you sweat more, or you reduce your water intake for that day, or you're sweating out a lot of water, and so you may find some maybe very short-term effects, but that's only while you're wearing it or right immediately after. And so is there actual spot reduction of fat at that point? No. So don't bother with any of those waist trimmers. Good. What about fat burners? What about some fat burners here? And you know, do these actually help burn fat? The main ingredient in these fat burners a lot of times is caffeine, and caffeine will rev you up, right? And I love caffeine, guys, with coffee and tea, and that's actually going to be one of our ninja tips later down below in this video, or watch a little bit later. We're going to be talking about really what does work. And so, but fat burners, the caffeine may cause you to be a little bit more energized, and you may be able to go a little longer and harder in your workout sessions, and that's great. But there's a lot of other ingredients that you have no idea what are in these fat burners, and a lot of them are actually really not safe. And so absolutely cannot recommend that you put anything in your body that you don't know what kind of effect it's gonna have. And actually a lot of people have gotten very sick, a lot of heart issues with these fat burners and pills. There's no regulation on these supplements, guys, so stay away from these fat burners. Absolute waste, don't bother. Good. What about ab workouts? Lots of ab workouts. Like every day I'm doing abs, right? I'm doing abs, I'm doing lots of sit-ups and crunches, and man, you can do all the ab workouts you want. You will not be spot reducing your core, your abdominal area. You're gonna be feeling, you might feel a burn. You can do thousands of crunches a day right now for the next 3 months, and you will maybe increase your core strength. You may actually also hurt your back and your neck doing all those. And so they're horribly effective for fat loss. And so calorie burn on ab workouts are very low, so horribly ineffective for burning calories. They will increase your core strength, so it's good to include core training into a proper fitness program, absolutely. But doing just exclusive ab workouts, man, that's a complete waste of time, you guys. And what about, so liposuction? Liposuction is something that you may look into, and that's like one of those last resorts. It's like, I've tried everything and I'm just gonna get the lipo one day. And you know, one day I would say, don't bother, because we're going in there and pulling some fat out of here, pulling some fat out of there. I've actually seen lots of people that have gotten the liposuction against my recommendation, and they've had a lot of complications. They've had all kinds of pains that they never had before. Their body was sort of like uneven with where the surgery was done and where they did the lipo. And so any kind of surgery is absolute out of the question unless it's life or death and you need surgery. Let's not get under any kind of messing with the body like that, guys. So listen, if those things don't spot reduce, can we actually spot reduce an area? The truth is you cannot spot reduce, but guess what? Good news, you can reduce your body fat. So you can reduce your body fat here, you can reduce your body fat here, you can reduce your body fat here, just not one at a time. It's all gonna come off a little bit all together at the same time. So your body just, that's the way it works. We lose a little bit of body fat from everywhere, so we can reduce your overall body fat. And so good news, some of that will be here. And this is the most stubborn stuff right here. And so I'm gonna give you 9 ways that you can reduce your body fat right now. The number one way to reduce your body fat is a daily caloric deficit. So first of all, you gotta figure out, okay, how many calories do I need to maintain my weight? And then we're gonna create a caloric deficit, and we're talking 200 to 500 calories a day is a great way to reduce your calories without, starving to death, And well, it's like starving yourself, not to death. I mean, a couple hundred calories, we can all do that, right? We can just find something in our day that we really don't need, that we're intaking probably every day that we don't need. Could be all the creamer in your coffee. It could be some of that snacking that you're doing, that mindless snacking. Probably a lot of times is at night, right? We all have that little extra time. And so paying attention to your caloric deficit, getting into a caloric deficit daily, and making it about 200 to 500 calories. Now, the best way to do it is through a little bit of food and a little bit of exercise. And so that's a great way to find those 200 to 500 calories and really do it in the best way, because this way, again, you don't have to starve yourself, you don't have to work out for hours a day, and you create this daily deficit. You do that consistently. That's absolutely the #1 way to reduce your body fat. I'm going to give you 8 more tips right now. If you're liking this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, you guys. It'll let us know that you like this content and you want to see more of it. And also, it's going to let YouTube know that this is good content and that you value it, and it'll show it to more people, so we can help more people and get more people to realize the truth and what actually works. Thanks, you guys. And so if you're new here, consider subscribing. We share videos like this every week. Listen, the next thing is resistance training. Resistance training, dumbbells, kettlebells, awesome. Any kind of weights work fantastic, including resistance training into your programs. Definitely recommended, and it works because we're increasing the lean muscle tissue on our body, which is actually the most metabolic tissue that we have, and it will actually increase your metabolic rate because it costs your body calories to maintain that muscle, about 50 calories per pound. So if we reduce our body fat and we exchange our body fat for lean muscle tissue, we're going to be looking great, but also increasing our metabolism. So resistance training, you can use weights. We love the kettlebells here at Bootcamp, but also body weight is a resistance as well. We do TRX training and a lot of body weight drills, a lot of cardio and core as well. And so, but we're using no machines, we're using the resistance of free weights. Fantastic. So get into it. And actually, we have a lot of videos for you guys right here on YouTube, and you can follow along the entire workout, and we're doing them with you. So check those out. We'll have some link down below. Resistance training. Now, circuit training. The next tip is actually circuit training. So including that resistance training into a circuit fashion is the best way to achieve fat loss and a lean toned body. So circuit training, going from one exercise to the next. It's also really a lot more fun than, banging out just reps like 1, 2, 3. Man, that is boring training, and you will build some lean muscle tissue that way, but actually it's super boring, and circuits are going to be much better for fat loss. They're also going to keep you, having fun while you're training, and so that's what we recommend is circuit training, hands down best for fat loss. Good. The next few tips we're going to be talking about are sleep. Increase your sleep, okay? So when we get good sleep, our hormones are under control and our body can actually do what it wants to do, and that is to be a natural fat burning machine. And so increasing your sleep, I am so guilty, man. I could be getting more sleep. And can anybody relate? Some people function well on 6 hours. I think 6 is great. 6, 7, 8 is fantastic. If you can get more than that, awesome. But if you can really work on getting some more restful sleep, that's going to be a great way to control your hormones, and therefore your body's going to actually allow itself to become a natural fat burning machine. Also, decrease your stress. Next tip is decrease your overall stress. That could be with work, that could be in your relationships. Whatever is stressing you out, man, sometimes you gotta let go. And so the good thing is, if you get a proper fitness program, it's an awesome stress relief too, right? And so you can actually reduce your stress by working out. So that's one of the best ways to actually reduce it, and then get rid of some of the clutter. Anybody that's in your life that's causing stress, you guys' life is too short and too precious. So reduce your overall stress. That's going to allow our hormones again to communicate properly. And when our body's stressed out, we actually tend to hold on to body fat. So reducing the stress. Now, limiting alcohol. Okay, this next tip is going to be harder for some of you than others. I have a lot of clients who love their vino, their wine. And so I'm not saying don't drink at all. Maybe choose 1 or 2 nights a week where you're going to go ahead and enjoy a couple cocktails. But the thing is, it's not just the alcohol calories, because alcohol, when you intake alcohol consistently, it does inhibit fat loss. Okay, so when we're really drinking a lot, we're going to have a harder time really keeping the fat burning going, but also it's the bad decisions that go along with it. And so bad decisions like maybe the munchies, right? Or maybe we'll have another cocktail and another one. And so the calories really add up, and then we're getting less sleep. And then the next day we're less productive. We may skip the workout because we just feel like crap. And so limiting alcohol consumption will really help. And that's going to help some of you more than others who are consistently, doing that every day. So let's go ahead and limit that. Pick a Friday or Saturday night, enjoy, and then be good the rest of the week, okay? Good. Last 2 tips right here, guys, and these are all tried and true methods. You combine all these tips and you will become a fat burning machine with consistency. These work. Green tea or coffee. So we talked about fat burners and we know how unsafe those are, and you're not going to be taking those, but actual coffee and green tea option, black would be fantastic. That's what we recommend, getting closer to black coffee and green tea. They actually, caffeine will blunt your appetite, and it's been proven in conjunction with a proper fitness program and clean eating to actually increase body fat reduction between 2 to 5%. So I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, I'll take it, won't you? I mean, every day, if we can get a little help and that actually works, and man, get a little caffeine going before your workout, you will be putting in some extra work. You're gonna feel a little more energy, so nothing wrong with that. If you're sensitive to caffeine, I am not recommending that you add in lots of caffeine, but if you're okay with it, let's just go ahead and try to get more to that black coffee than putting all that cream and sugar in there. And green tea also has it's a little lower in caffeine, but also works very well for reducing your appetite, blunting the appetite, and also increasing that fat burning during the day. The last tip, and actually this is tip number 9 on ways to reduce your body fat, is creating a lifestyle, you guys. Creating a fitness and health lifestyle where you are making all of these tips part of your day. That's the number 1 way to actually reduce your body fat for good. Okay, so it's not like, okay, and look, think about down the road, once you do reduce your body fat because you're following all these tips, let's say you get there, what happens? It's not like the switch, like you just don't have to do any of these things. It's all about consistency, and it's a long game. It's a long-term play. So I encourage you guys to find a fitness program that you like. If you like some of our videos, check them out. We'd love to have you follow along and inspire you along your journey. That's what our channel is all about. And also, getting into a proper nutrition program where you're consistently controlling the total amount and also trying to clean out those calories. And when you're following all these other tips, you guys, you're just making it a lifestyle, and it's something you can do yourself, and then also encourage your community to do it as well. Your loved ones, your neighbors, your friends, your family. And so creating a lifestyle is really the number 1 way that you're going to reduce your body fat. And so, man, hope you guys like this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you're here until the end, you are a rock star. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing if you're new here. Thanks so much, you guys. Hope you found this video helpful, and until next time, have an awesome day.